Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at Darkest Before Dawn by NOLA Brewing Company. Yeah, I already poured that. I had a little mishap with some of the soup spilling, so sorry about that. I usually never, the refrigerator cut off. I usually never would pour beer before a review starts. Had a thick beige head, but that's dissipated. It's still mostly clear copper, and if you look closely, you'll see some bubbles and a lot of very powdery sediment. I have this Marie Callender's chicken pot pie style soup. So I was trying to show the soup and it spilled. A little oranger than it's supposed to look yellow, but I added some black pepper and Dave's Insanity sauce to it. Here's the label. It's like a swamp as the sun is rising with the Spanish moss and the swampy parts of New Orleans. NOLA, New Orleans, LA, Louisiana. Okay, that's why they call their company that, NOLA Brewing. But it stands for New Orleans Lager and Ale Company. But they didn't produce a lager for the first 7 years of the company, okay? This was introduced in 2005, after 7 years of being in operation, and it was the 2015, the 10th anniversary of the 2005 Hurricane Katrina. 5.5% alcohol, 22 international bitterness units. They use 2-row, Cara Munich 3, Carafa 3, Munich 2, Weyermann Dark Munich 2 malts. All of that. The hops are Horizon, Hull Melon, and Vanguard. Let's see if it's as complex as the lineup. It gets a very good score on Beer Advocate with only 13 scores, ratings. And then Rapier doesn't even have enough to give it a score, like 4. They have 4 reviews. So we're talking about 17 written, and this is the first video review for this beer in the world. All right. Bought it at Martin Wine Cellar. It was about $1.49, something like that for the single. It'd be cheaper by the 6-pack. On the website, they say it's only available on draft, but as you can see, that is no longer the case. They just came out with these cans. It's the stick-on labels. You know the type. All right. It's kind of faint in the nose, much like you would get with, like, say, a Michelob Amberbach, very faint in the nose. Maybe some very mild, light brown bread. But you can't pick up much aroma, honestly. Or I can't. A lot of flavor though, and more flavor than you would get in the Amberbach. Very bready. It warmed a bit after I spilled some of the soup and had to clean that up. So that probably helped it present more flavor. Sweet, syrupy, brown bread crust. And I've run across that a lot in these lagers, these dark lagers. Munich-style, yeah. Munich-style. Okay, this kind of stuff they sell around Oktoberfest, okay? I have never seen this before until this time of the year, September 2017, which it's still summer. A little sweet, a little sugary, bitterness. Nah, that's not really coming into play, only in a rounding sense or balancing out the sweetness. Medium body, slight bit of slickness, and a crisp, clean finish. I love it. I think they did a great job. I just adored the Yuengling Oktoberfest. Maybe I went a little overboard with it, but I did enjoy it. And I gotta call them as I see them when I review them. Okay, so how would that pair with this? I was gonna do the Two-Lane Green Wave beer from NOLA, but it's a Hefeweizen, and I don't find that those wheat beers with all their banana and coriander notes work very well with food. Yeah, I think the lowest I would go with this is an A-, and I believe it could be argued to an A, a solid A, like around a 94, 95. They're saying B+ on Beer Advocate, like 88, 89. I think it's higher than that. But a lot of people, they don't like that style for some reason, and so they'll low grade it. I like chicken pot pies. I don't know about in soup, but I did enjoy the Progresso version, so that's from General Mills. Yeah. Lots of big potato chunks. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of chicken in something like this, maybe this much. Oh, that's okay. I had a lot of fried chicken yesterday from Church's. Spicy, naturally. But you can see the peas and everything. See carrots. I put some Swiss cheese in there. A little bit of Swiss cheese, not much. Just a slice. Well, of course, I put some black pepper and Dave's Insanity sauce, which is making it a little too fiery. I like Dave's Insanity sauce, but it's so powerful, it tends to overwhelm the food and makes my nose run so much. I don't mind the heat. The heat, I can do it. People at work, they were like, oh, whoa, all these, you know, just acting out. They were so bowled over by it. But to me, it's just heat. No problem. It's the sinus effect that's an issue with me. Anyway, an A beer from a company that makes usually around A- beers, you know, but the price is nice. So they do a good job over there. Nice, approachable, fairly priced, sort of mass appeal craft beers. You know the type of company. Laissez-les bon temps roulé. Very enjoyable. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.